Pink is regarded as one of last year's best movies from India, and it stars the legendary Amitabh Bachchan.
You are a woman of questionable character.
Servus Freunde, it has been almost 3 weeks since my last review, and I think that's the longest break I ever took since I started on YouTube. I almost feel a little bit bad that I left you with the Emoji Movie, but fortunately that movie didn't kill me. I was just on a little vacation. Now I'm back, but unfortunately there aren't that many new interesting movies out that I can talk about. I promised to review more stuff from India, so why not talk about a movie that just came out a year ago. I hope that's still interesting enough, as most movies from India don't get theatrical releases here at all. But let's get into it. Pink is a Hindi film directed by Aniruddha Chowdhury, and you know I try my best with foreign names. The first half comes across as a thriller, while the second one is a courtroom drama. Without much exposition, Pink starts right after some heavy incident occurred. You don't know exactly what happened, but you see 3 men rushing away in a car. One of them is bleeding heavily from his eye. Then there are 3 women who seem to go in the opposite direction. We are intercutting between those 2 factions, and the movie builds tension right away. Pink is a movie that I would first and foremost describe as an important one. To be completely honest, in the end I was a little bit disappointed by it. It's a good film, very well acted for the most part, emotional and quite powerful in many scenes. But it's not a great one in my book. It has a great message though, an important message. Pink looks at the situation of young women in India, and you can easily expand it because it's a worldwide issue, and the movie forms a strong accusation on today's society and the mistreatment of women everywhere. When reviewing a film like this, I try to consider the context in which the movie was made as best as possible, but in the end I'm of course still an outsider in many regards. I'm not from India, I'm not a woman, I'm not personally familiar with many of the things happening in the movie. Those factors will always play a big role in whatever movie I review, but I guess you want to hear my personal subjective take on it. Both parts of Pink, the thriller heavy first one and the courtroom drama in the second half, have many things going for them, but also some aspects that slow and wear them down. Let's begin with the characters and actors. All 3 lead women give great performances, and you can feel their friendship as well as the pain and torment they are going through. All 3 come across as quite natural and authentic. The 3 men who try to violate them, on the other hand, are portrayed very one-dimensional and downright villainous. I think a more nuanced, realistic approach would have benefited the movie. Unfortunately, the prosecuting attorney, portrayed by Piyush Mishra, is even more of a caricature and reminded me a little bit of an angry Joe Pesci. The scenes with him in the courtroom can get quite annoying. His counterpart, and the big name of the movie, is Amitabh Bachchan, who plays a retired lawyer who steps forward to help the 3 women who get wrongfully charged with prostitution and attempted murder when they were actually just defending themselves. There are moments of absolute brilliance where Amitabh Bachchan articulates how insanely wrong and harmful the treatment of women is in comparison to men. We shouldn't go out saving our girls, we should save our boys. Because those women aren't doing anything wrong. It's just one simple word that's all that matters, and that word is no. If a girl or a woman says no, it means no. It doesn't matter how she's dressed, if she smiles, flirts or whatever. There are no excuses to cross that line. I don't know if the term was formed before, but in the movie he speaks about the rule book of the girl's safety manual, and what he means by that are the supposed rules girls need to follow in order to be safe. Don't stay out late, don't be independent, don't smile when you talk to boys. Of course, those rules are completely stupid and just an excuse for a man to take advantage. Like I said, all those social issues, all those addressed problems, it's all important, and the movie moves along a fine line between entertainment and getting preachy. Unfortunately, the rest of Amitabh Bachchan's character stays a little bit too vague. There's a side storyline with his dying wife that felt very tacked on, and apart from his dependence on his medicine, there isn't that much that we learn about him. I also didn't like the use of heavy, sad music that's played almost constantly to underline the seriousness. It felt as if the same mournful notes were played over and over again. From a filmmaking perspective, it was hit and miss for me, and the whole movie felt a little bit uneven and also unpolished in its editing. It's often very on the nose, and while it tries to be authentic and intimate, there are also elements that gives it more the feeling of a simplified TV production. I don't want to give away the ending, and I don't really know how the Indian legal system works, but the final verdict was hitting me on an emotional level, while also leaving me quite baffled that it would even be possible the way it played out. I'm pretty sure it's just a simplification for dramatic purposes, but I thought they could have handled it better. Overall, Pink is still a good movie, but I think it's one where the message weighs way stronger than the actual storytelling and filmmaking. In German I'd say, ein wichtiger Film, gerade für Indien, aber auch ein etwas holpriger und unausgeglichener. I give Pink 6.5 out of 10. It's more like 6.7, but I don't do that. Alright, that's it like always. Comment below and let me know what you think about Pink. And also let me know what's your favorite movie with Amitabh Bachchan. And I can already tell you my next review will be of the Indian movie Sairat, which I absolutely loved. You can hit me up on Twitter, Facebook and Instagram simply at the Jimmy Cage. And if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, share, subscribe, whatever you like. And make sure you hit that bell for all I have to tell.